Hello and welcome back to Found in Japan. My name is William and today we're going to be using this rice cooker for the first time. If you didn't know, here we talk about life, living, and culture found in Japan, and I just made a video where I introduced my new Hanki or rice cooker that I just bought and compared it a little bit to our old one which just died. You can check that video out on the channel, but today what we're going to do is go through this one. So let's pull this out. So like I talked about yesterday, we can pull this drawer out and we have the rice cooker. We can push the button and we pull it out. And we can put this guy away till we're ready. Okay, so first thing we need to do is get our rice out of this bin. There are actually machines that you can push a button and it will dispense the exact right amount of rice. In fact, this is our old rice cup. You can see it's a little old and discolored, and this is the new one. This one has numerical values, this one has percentages, but I measured both and they are both 180 milliliters. That's one go or ichigo, 1 cup of Japanese rice. Even this measuring cup right here, hello kitty. It's really hard to see, but right here it says kome and 180 mil. So that's ichigo or 1 cup of rice. And we're going to be using this a little later. All right, so we're going to crack this guy open. This is our rice box. It usually stays in a cool, secured place, but I got it out right here. If you look, this is a anti-insect or an insect pest repellent. So you can buy those at the store. You don't have to have it, but we'd like to. All right, so we're going to measure out sango or 3 cups of rice. About that amount is correct. Please be careful, don't want to waste it. I've been told numerous times it is disrespectful to waste the rice. 2 and 3. Like I said, don't waste any. And it has a half on this one too. All right, let's close this up and put it back. These guys can just live in here. We'll pick which one we like better later. All right, so it may be a little hard to see. This rice may appear to be a little yellow. It is in fact white. This is what's called nanabu. This is the amount of polish that we have chosen for this. If you look, it's a little yellow. It's not perfectly shiny white. I actually have a video on the channel where I went to a machine that we can use to polish the rice and change how white or crystalline it would look. And I've actually made a full video where I go to the machine and break it down and how much does it cost. So first we need to wash this. So we're going to just put a little water in here. And we only need a little bit. We just need to get this a little wet. What we're going to try to do is just rinse off some of the starch. Now this pan is big because it can cook up to 10. Our previous one can only do 5. I can't even get my hand in there, whereas here I can get it all in. So it may look pretty similar, but it's actually a really big difference. So this is 5.5 or golten gogo, and this is jugo or isho. So what we're gonna do is wash the rice off. So again, what we're doing is we are just washing and rinsing the starch. We're massaging the rice. So you're gonna get in there and you can actually squeeze it, go down. They actually have devices that look like whisks, but you don't want to use a metal whisk in here because it'll scrape and damage the interior of the pot. Now I've seen Japanese people say on really wash it, but I also saw a chef on TV who said about 90 seconds is enough time. So you do 1 rinse, then a second rinse, and then another one. So this water, this milky water right here is actually the starch water, and we're just going to pour that down the sink. It's not usable. I'm going to try to do this lefty. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your hand and use it as a siphon and try to make sure that you catch any loose rice so as not to waste it. So like, see how it just tried to jump forward? What we're also doing is looking for any discolored rice, maybe if there's something wrong with this, but this should all be fine. And we're gonna go back in with a little more water. And again, we're rinsing. So the number of times you need to wash really depends on the rice. There's actually one type of rice that when you buy it comes pre-washed and says you don't need to. This specific rice cooker actually has a setting that's for that type of rice. So again, we got that milky water. We're gonna get rid of it. So this is our third wash through, and as you can tell, it's already way clear, but I still want to get a little more out, so we're gonna see what we got after this one. Again, checking for any discolored rice. All looks good. Let's see where we're at. All right, so if you look, it's pretty transparent. There's almost nothing left in here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take it, just one last check. Again, if we did this really quick and I wasn't talking, this would be about 90 seconds. So this time I'm gonna try to empty out as much water as I can to do some math. All right, so there is our water gone. Our rice has been washed. So how much water do you need? I've seen different people do different measures where they put their hand in, they put their finger in. Usually it's after you add the amount of rice, then you add the water in, it's till about this knuckle. What we're actually gonna do is I'm going to actually measure it out with Kiri-chan and see how much we need. So we put in sango, or 3 cups. Each cup was 180 milliliters of rice, give or take, which means that we have 540 mils of rice in here. So typically you wanna have a 1.2 amount of water times whatever rice you put in. So 180 times 1.2 times 3 is 650. So as time goes on, you probably will be able to eyeball exactly how much water that you need. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pour this in here. All right, so if you look here, this Hello Kitty, we have 200 mils. We should need 3 of these and to the 50 line. That's 200, 400, 650. So now we have 650 mils of water, 650 cc. We're gonna add it to our rice and see if it gets us to the line right here where it says white rice, and we wanna go to this line right here. It looks like if we push this down and we check, if we did the finger test, it's right at my first knuckle. If I put my hand in there, it feels about right. However, it looks like it is still a little high. So I'm not gonna take any rice out, but I am gonna take the water out. Now you're thinking, oh, you're putting your hand in there. Yeah, but this is gonna pressure cook this and boil it. While I'm doing this, I actually noticed that there's a discolored grain. This guy right here. It won't hurt anything, but I'm just gonna toss it because it'll make the rice look nicer. So we got our rice settled. We're all in. We check here, we're at the 3 line on the inside where it says shiro gohan, or the white rice. Actually, it's the same line for the eco mode here. So the different lines inside are for different stuff. This one right here is the okayu, or porridge. Genmai, which is like unrefined, non-polished rice, a whole wheat rice. Very, very different settings inside. You gotta make sure. I will eventually be able to learn how to do this without having to measure it out every time. Let's get this guy into the rice cooker and start cooking our rice. All right, so we gotta pull out this tray. Like I said in the other video, this has steam that comes out of it, so we can't keep this in there. You do have to be careful. There's a warning here not to push on this, and can only hold up to 10 kilograms. So push the button and open it. We're gonna drop our rice in and close, should snap close. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna look at the settings. All right, so I went over what all these buttons were in the other video, so if you wanna check them out, you can do there. Again, this is the Panasonic SR-MPW182-W. This is a new rice cooker. We're really excited to use it. This is the first run, so we're gonna hit the rice button, and I'm gonna say yes, but I wanna change. So I wanna change from eco mode to futsu. I just wanna cook it normally. And what I'm gonna hit here is the suihanki button, or suihan, which this is taku, meaning to cook. So gohan taku. So we have 48 minutes. This says 48分後. So it should be done in about 50 minutes. What we'll do is I'll leave this here and come back and we'll see what it looks like in 50 minutes.
One eternity later.
All right, so that just finished, and now what we got to do is we got our shamoji. Shamoji is the Japanese stick thing, paddle used to take out rice. Our old one was flat. This one came and it like stands up on its own, but let's get it open. Wow. All right, so really steamy. Usually you give it a little time. What we're gonna do is fluff the rice. We're not trying to smash it. We're just trying to make sure that it's all evenly hydrated. Some people like it koke, which means a little burned on the bottom. I do not. You usually have to use a pan to get that. So what I'm gonna do is let this shut and make sure that it's all got the same moisture level.
A few moments later.
While I get the rest of dinner ready, I gotta have a sneaky little taste. Ooh. Smells really good. Very hot. Perfect. All right, so this button right here means hon, or that it's saving. This kanji means save and temperature. So it's maintaining the temperature while the rice is in there waiting. All right, so let's get the rest of everything plated. All right, so the first thing that we have is some pan-fried tofu. Next, some thinly sliced cabbage salad, which I actually did with my super sharp Sakai knife, a knife made here in Sakai. It could be thinner, but I really cut my hand bad last year, so we're not gonna do that again. We also have a hard-boiled egg and some harasame and pepper salad. And now for the star of the show, the rice. Ooh. Don't waste the rice. We're gonna top the salad with some Kewpie mayonnaise. And right now my favorite, this is the suri oroshi onion salad dressing. It's really delicious. Some fresh ground ginger for the tofu. More ginger. And last but not least, some drops of shoyu or soy sauce. More than a couple drops. Thank you for joining me on using this rice cooker for its first time, the saisho, the very first time I've used it. Again, if you like this content, like and subscribe, and I will find you in more videos found in Japan. Mata ne. Bye bye.